Good afternoon, Gray.
Good afternoon, Paul. We're going on an adventure, aren't we?
We sure are. We're about to drive up the mountain.
The very twisty mountain. So I'll try to concentrate on my driving so I don't scare us. But this is kind of an exciting thing to do. I haven't been up here in years.
Yeah, and it's just such a iconic part of the hot springs, scenic view. This is where a big chunk of our national park is located, and this is just a really nice, but very windy drive.
It's super windy. I'm winding right now, and we picked a perfect day for it because we finally gotten kind of a cool spell, and it feels like fall out here. And I always kind of feel like going up here, I'm not in Hot Springs anymore. I'm in like some European spa or something like that. So I'm not going to try to speak with a European accent, but I do feel like maybe we just left Hot Springs and we're in Germany or something.
Yeah, and fall is just the perfect season to drive in. It's by far my favorite time of year to drive around, and it's so scenic. And I feel like we're not quite there yet. It's still early mid-September, so there's probably still another wave of heat that's going to surprise us before we get too comfortable. But it is finally starting to feel like fall, even if this is just a temporary taste. It's almost here.
Yes. So as we go up this twisty, windy road, should we tell our listeners why we're going up this twisty, windy road?
Yes, we're going to go to the Mountain Tower, and the reason we're going to the Hot Springs Mountain Tower is because we can get in for free.
Whoa, free!
That's right, because this is Show Me Your Library Card Month, and the Garland County Library has partnered with several businesses and organizations in our community who offer an array of discounts that you can take advantage of just by showing your library card.
And this is one of the best discounts because it is not only a discount, it is free.
That's exactly right. So you can see a complete list on our website. We have a special page for it, gclibrary.com/SMYLC, which of course stands for Show Me Your Library Card. And there's several different businesses and restaurants on the list. And the great thing about it, when we encouraged these businesses to participate, they were able to come up with their own discounts. So some of them might offer $1 or $2 off, or 5 or 10% off, or buy one get one free. And in the case of the Mountain Tower, it's completely free with your library card.
Paul, are your ears popping yet?
Not yet. I have been in an airplane within the last year, so I might still be somehow accustomed to the increase in altitude.
Yes, we are getting up pretty high. I feel like we don't have much further to go, but we have been doing lots of twisties.
Yes, we haven't seen any deer yet, though.
Oh, that reminds me, I probably need to go slow and watch out for deer.
They tend to come out when you least want them to, so since it's not nighttime and it's not raining anymore today,
right,
we probably won't see any, but as soon as it becomes unsafe, they're just going to intentionally add to the hazard.
I mentioned a couple weeks ago that I was thinking about doing this with Karen, but we ended up doing it instead, and I believe it was Aubrey or someone said, "Are y'all going to hike up there?"
Rain check or lack thereof. Maybe that'll be a future episode. We might have to split that up into a multi-parter because it would take hours to walk up here.
It would. I've done it before. Have you ever hiked up here?
I have, actually. I actually started at the gorge years ago and then came out on the other side downtown and had somebody pick me up because I wasn't walking back.
That was a good idea to have somebody to pick you up for sure.
Speaking of, there's a hiker there.
Hello, hiker.
So have you used your card yet at all this month?
I have not. This will be my first Show Me Your Library Card free or discounted experience.
Well, I have used mine at Squeezebox so far. It's one of the restaurants on the list.
Yum.
And there's...
What did you get?
We got a margarita pizza.
Yum.
There's several other places on the list, including some I have never tried before, but definitely want to. And this month is a great opportunity to take advantage of that, trying somewhere new. Does anywhere on the list stand out to you as somewhere you'd like to try?
I should probably do a better job of looking at the list, but I'm trying to drive right now, so I'll let you do the looking for me.
We've got Mammo's on here. They have really great ice cream that I tried for the first time probably a few weeks ago. It was still in August before this promotion started, but I definitely want to go back now that they're participating.
Well, we have made it to the summit of the mountain, and I actually do think my ears are popping a little bit, but we have made it to the tower. So, hot dog.
Okay, well, we will see you at the top.
All right.
Okay, we're not at the top yet. We are walking towards it, and when you're standing on the ground looking up, it's a lot taller.
It is very tall, and I've noticed there are stairs. We're not going to have to walk up there, are we?
I think there's an elevator. It has been years since I've been here, and this is your first time here, right?
It's my first time, yeah.
Okay, we just went through the gift shop, which we're going to check out on our way out because it seems like there's a lot of neat little items in there, and luckily there is an elevator.
Yes, we're very relieved. And I noticed there's a sign, no jumping in elevators or they will stall. So are we going to jump?
If there wasn't that sign, I would. I always jump in elevators if nobody's watching.
And this is pretty neat because on the elevator on the way up, you get to see out over the trees, and it really is a beautiful day.
Yeah, we're getting to the point where we can see way out in the distance all the mountains. I don't know off the top of my head which way we're looking, but I can see Magic Springs over there. That's the Gauntlet.
So the elevators will stall if you jump. I wonder what would happen if the elevator did stall. Very long podcast.
How much battery does this thing have? See if we can see the library from here.
We'll have to get oriented. I see those are
There's
the apartment, so that would be grand. Oops.
Oh.
We can't see anymore.
We are now in some kind of interior shell.
Yes, and we're stepping out.
And
it tells you what direction it is, so that's perfect.
Okay.
Well, I guess we're at the top, right?
We are. Okay, we are now facing north. We stepped out of the elevator. Somewhere out in that direction is Fountain Lake and Hot Springs Village.
You can see the Arlington down here and the Medical Arts Building. So that's pretty neat. Wow. How would you like to have like an apartment up here?
I would have lots of deliveries made.
They have some exhibits up here that you can read.
So now we're looking out to the southwest, which is pretty much the heart of Hot Springs. We can see the old Army-Navy Hospital, the Convention Center, and the south part of downtown, all the way down Central Avenue. And, there's the water tower that's over on Hollywood.
Right. So the library would be over that way, but I'm not sure we can actually see it because of all the trees.
Yes, and it's a little dreary and foggy.
It is. Okay, there's one more flight of stairs, so that must be where the coffee shop is. Should we take the stairs?
Let's take the stairs.
I don't mind taking one flight of stairs. So I'm glad we didn't have
It looks like we're about to go outside.
all the stairs. Ooh. We should probably tell our listeners about the sign we saw about the paper wasps. So if we start screaming,
It's because of the wasp. Yes, excuse the breeze if you can pick that up on the podcast, but it feels really nice.
it does. And this looks very safe. Definitely had safety in mind when they designed this.
Yes. So we are now as high as at least the public can get here on the tower, walking around the outside, and it feels really pleasant. It's really beautiful out here. I hope we don't get locked out here.
I think I've seen that I Love Lucy episode.
Do we want to go take a look at some of those facts and find a fun fact so we can educate our viewers?
Let's go find a fun fact.
Its large areas to the northeast and to the southwest. The 8 bathhouses, along with the National Park Service Administration building at the end of the row and the hot springs that give the area its name, form the heart of Hot Springs National Park. Along the row of buildings, you can find public fountains.
We took the elevator back down, and that was the recording lady on the
Was
elevator.
there a lady hiding in the elevator? Okay, so we're looking for a fun fact.
Looking for a fun fact. Oh, and if you look down, you can see your car.
Oh, there it is.
Are you afraid of heights, Greg?
I'm not crazy about heights, but I feel very safe. I don't like to go up on ladders, like on my roof where I might fall, but this doesn't bother me.
And there is a lot of information to read up here about hot springs history. We've got information about the bathhouses and our baseball history and all the presidents that have visited here. So if you have time, I mean, especially since it's free, definitely come up here. And if you want to learn about Hot Springs, or maybe you'll learn something new that you didn't know before about your hometown.
This is just till the end of September, though, right? That you get a free admission.
Correct. All right, we're going to head back down and see if we can speak to the guys that were down there in the gift shop, and then take a look at the gift shop.
Sounds great.
We're back in the elevator.
The elevator moving.
Okay, it was a delayed motion after we pressed it.
If you've never been up here, it's a beautiful view and a really fun experience. So I'm really glad that we got to do this today.
And even though it's only free for library card holders during September, it does seem like it would be really cool to come up here and experience it once every season of the year, just to see how it changes.
We're about to have the fall leaves changing colors. That's always beautiful. I'd love to see that.
If you do any kind of photography, even if it's just with your cell phone, you can probably get some really stellar images up here.
I agree.
Imagine how beautiful it would be at sunset up here.
Oh, yes.
I saw some hikers on the way down in the elevator, and they had a dog with them.
Aw. I don't know
Once
if
you
dogs
reach the
are
top of the
allowed.
tower, you'll see
There
Hot
she is
Springs
again.
National Park.
Don't have to pay a token to get out. All right, we are back in the lobby here with one of the employees. What's your name?
My name is Brett Shelton.
How long you been here?
I've been here for about 4 years.
All right, well, tell us all about what it's like to work here, and what should people expect when they come to visit the Mountain Tower.
Oh, it's fantastic. The energy is always high. We like to meet new people. We love to see new people from all over the world. We get people from India, Ukraine, Britain, all over. And we like to create a connection with everyone that we meet. At least we try to. We're going to be open every single day of the year except for Christmas and Thanksgiving. So hopefully whenever we go through our winter seasons, we can get more people through with this advertisement and we can meet new people.
Awesome.
I'd never been before. I loved it. It was so beautiful and just a really neat experience. So
Yeah, shockingly, we don't have very many locals that come up. It's obviously a tourist attraction, but not many people who live here actually come up to see the tower, and I highly recommend at least coming up once.
Yeah, and that's what we were saying earlier. You know, if you live here in Hot Springs, maybe your whole life, you probably take for granted what tourists get to know and love and learn about this place. And there's a lot of fun facts here, and there was a whole infographic all the way wrapping around the inside when you go up to the top. So do you have a favorite fun fact about Hot Springs?
So one of my ancestors is Jesse James, and I found out that up there it's a small little paragraph that talks about him, but he used to come up to Malvern Avenue to rob stagecoaches. So apparently one of my great-great-great-grandmothers thought he was pretty cute.
great fun fact.
Well, thanks for sharing. Anything else people should know? What are your hours here?
Well, the hours change with the sunset. So through the winter, we're going to move down to around, I think, 5 or 6 o'clock. But at the moment, we're open until 7. We always open at 9 in the morning. And in the summer, we close in around 8 o'clock p.m.
All right, Brett. Thank you so much.
Yeah, no problem.
All right, we're going to take a look around the gift shop real quick. Well, that was a fun adventure. What'd you think of your first time at the Mountain Tower?
I thought it was so fun, Paul. I can't imagine a funner thing to do on a Tuesday afternoon and podcast about.
Everybody that's listening should check it out. I'm sure you have a library card if you are listening and got this far into the podcast. So go check out the Mountain Tower. Go to our website link at gclibrary.com/SMYLC, which stands for Show Me Your Library Card, which is good for the entire month of September through the 30th. You can see a list of businesses that are participating this year that have a variety of discounts to offer, including, for the Mountain Tower, free.
Thanks for listening.